Following the three-pointer by MP. Murray with it. Pass to Watson. This one for three. And again, Denver with the triple.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
LeBron outside. Back to MP. For the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You like to see the young confidence from MP. Just fires right back with an answer of 3.
Outside Hardaway. And Reeves comes to help. And Watson slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
MP, no good.
He's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Back to Watson. And it's Jokic in the corner. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Watson's got 16 points.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
MP. No good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Hardaway. And it's Denver scoring again.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's MP. He's got 25. Good on the jump shot. MP's got 27.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
here's Reeves, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And here's MP for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 30.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Very
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Brooke and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then there's Devin Booker, then it's Green, and it's Gillespie in the point guard. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. Back to Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Booker. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You love to see it. Barrett operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
Here's Gillespie. Outside for Green. The shot from 20 feet out. Pirtle grabs a miss.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And this is Green's role, an active scorer who doesn't lack confidence firing from the mid-range.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a three-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Ryan, back to you.
Good job there, Ali. Thanks.
Devin Booker.
Booker, good.
Incredible balance to convert the tough basket. Booker doesn't play scared around the rim.
Barnes with a screen on Booker for 3. Barrett. Phoenix grabs the miss. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ingram, the pass to Barnes. Quickly from outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Pirtle. Here's Barrett. And Booker pulls it down. With 1 on the clock. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Toronto out in front, leading by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Emmanuel quickly is out there with Walter. Then there's Dick, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Murray Boyles. Pass to Quickly. Here's Dick. And the Raptors, another 3.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
Here's Walter. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Mahmoud Kelishvili. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Dick. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Iguodaro. Dylan Brooks comes in for Highsmith. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Here's Booker. Toronto making their last shot. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Brooks. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Raptors lead by 6. Barnes in the post. Brooks on it. Barnes using his length to beat him inside.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
Pass to Gillespie. Here's Booker. Takes the 3. Williams a screen on Barrett. Booker for 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Walter from outside. And it's rebounded by Gillespie. Suns trail by 8. And here's Booker. Shot clock at 6. Buries the jump shot. Booker's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so it's Toronto leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys, but this is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordan Ott's 5. Brooke and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Gillespie in at the point. The shot by Ingram, no good. Suns trail by 4. From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for. And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
.152 left in the third. Outside Ingram. There's the triple. Here's Pirtle. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
I like the momentum right there. A nice hustle play on the glass leads to a great finish.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. He's checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal's checked in. Here's Gillespie. Still no points. Outside, Green. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Brooks. The 3-ball. And the Suns miss again. Outside Ingram. Beyond the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Ingram's got 5 points.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Inside. Here's Pirtle. On the wing Quickly. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Barnes. Nope. 4 for 7 now. Quickly against Brooks. Pass to Green. Can they get it? No good that time. And And so it's Toronto in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, the long ball, no good. Raptors lead by 13. Here's Quickly, puts up the tray, knocks down the trifecta. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Now here's Barnes, Quickly with the ball. Green picks him up. Outside Ingram. Here's Barnes. Quickly outside. Now Barrett. Great awareness to beat the clock.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. .41 left to play in the fourth. Booker fires. Cash from downtown.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Outside Ingram. Now Barnes. Barrett outside. 6 on the shot clock. And count it.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Raptors.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Scotty Barnes.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends. finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Mark Williams.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Let's loose for three. Hurdle. Oh, the stuff.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Buffalo, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Pistons, 9.5 games behind.
And checking out Buffalo, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So the Buffalo starting five. Derek Lively is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Bailey. And it's Westphal in at the 2 spot. And for Detroit, they've got Walker Kessler. Jalen Williams is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Phillips in at the 2. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Here's Westphal. Halliburton outside. Hands it from downtown.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Buffalo making their last shot. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Bailey. Hero against Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Halliburton's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Phillips. Kessler setting the pick for Adebayo. And good that time.
And you can tell this team likes to put the ball in Adebayo's hands and really trust that he'll make the right play.
Here's Westphal. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Phillips. His last outing, 16 points for him. Hero passes to Williams. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Buffalo, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Williams gets the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Bailey. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kessler finds Hero. Back to Kessler. Outside Williams. Over Bailey. Got a piece of it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Buffalo, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Back to Halliburton. Good on the triple. Halliburton's got 6.
A true marksman from behind the arc. Halliburton has that light always on green.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Adebayo with the ball. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Kessler the screen. Phillips' shot is off. Buffalo leading by 4. Halliburton outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Williams finds Kessler. Now Hero. Over Halliburton. Detroit, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Sohan.
Quick lift off the floor there. Jeremy Sohan.
Pass to Kessler. He lobs it up. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right. Lively got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
Now here's Williams. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Kept alive, and Adebayo throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Williams. 11-point game his last outing. Fader on the way. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Lively with the screen. Sohan off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 7. Now Hero. Pass to Phillips. 5 to shoot. Misses off the right iron. For Buffalo, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Here's Westphal. Still without a basket. Halliburton for 3. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Adebayo. Rebound by Sohan. Buffalo leading by 7. Inside. And finished off by Lively.
Right at the rim. That's where Lively loves to get his opportunities.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Buffalo. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Buffalo makes some changes. Zawan's checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Bailey. And here's Jones. Jones sets the pick for Williams. Clock at 6. And it's Buffalo with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Halliburton for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's a 12-point Buffalo lead.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Williams for 3. And Lively pulls it down.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Edgecombe, no good. Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Bufkin. Now Adebayo. To the inside. Here's Williams. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Westphal. Buffalo needs to get off a shot here. And it's Halliburton missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Adebayo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Detroit. Halliburton outside. Pass to Salon. Here's Lively. Here's Westphal. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. On the wing, Brooks. No good on the 3. Buffalo leading by 11. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems.
He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
Here's Williams. Buffalo making their last shot. Right through the knee for the layup. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The three. Salon, no good. Pistons trailed by 11. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Halliburton. Shot from the wing, and there's another one for Buffalo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Buffalo. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Buffalo.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the court for Buffalo, we've got Demon. He's out there with Edgecombe. And it's Salon in at the power forward. Here's Houston. And a wide open look for Hero. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Demon, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Brandon, back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Inside, Gay, and it's Buffalo with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Outside, Hero. From deep. The rebound by Cato. Buffalo leading by 15. Pass to Demon. Lets it go with the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Down low. Here's Gay. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And Buffalo calls their first time out of the game. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents
to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Detroit making a switch. Williams is checked in. Here's a look at some of the stats for Dillon Brooks.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And Buffalo